Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Last week you would have seen we arrived in Budapest, but we mainly focused on the food. We did do more than just eat, and we promised you we would revisit the city you voted for and do it properly. So today we're going to do it properly and show you everything there is to do in Budapest. Even though I said this wasn't going to be about food, we had to stop for some nutrition before we start our exploring.
Well, obviously.
So what have you got?
I've got a cinnamon swirl and a chocolate milk. From
the Iran bakery.
It's like voted one of the best bakeries in Budapest. It's in the 7th district.
Exciting.
Here is my cinnamon swirl. It's like a knot. It looks really good. I gotta try. Yep, I'm pretty damn good.
So we just stopped at a place called Fanka, and for breakfast I've got a little gluten-free orange pound cake.
Try it.
I'll try it.
Oh, the fact it broke in half was a bit interesting.
It's nice.
Chewy?
Cold. I think it's only because it's been in the fridge.
Yeah, let it heat for a minute and it'll be nice. So our first stop in Budapest is going to St. Ivan's Basilica. Ooh, someone's got code. Take 3. Our first stop in Budapest is actually going to St. Ivan's Basilica. We're not actually sure if it's free or not, but we'll go and find out and let you know.
Nice.
So, for the total package, Churchill, crypt and everything, it's about 10 quid each. By the way, that's St. Stephen's, not St. Ivan's.
So we're now going to look into the more historical side of Budapest. This is very interesting, particularly to Rhys. Rhys is part of the Holocaust Educational Trust and did 3 years training to be an ambassador. So this is one of the main reasons he wanted to come to Budapest. And he's got a history degree and master's, so he's a lot more knowledgeable. So he's probably going to lead this section, but cue the section of the history in Budapest.
So one of the first things about the history of Hungary is its occupation or its involvement in Nazi Germany. And this is the dedication to the memorial of the victims of the Holocaust. I think that's sort of its title. Sorry, its title is the Memorial to the Victims of the Occupation. It's a very controversial memorial as it depicts the Archangel, is it Michael or Gabriel?
Gabriel.
Gabriel and the German Imperial Eagle, and the eagle is basically dominating the angel, and the angel is like, no, don't do this. It's sort of depicting that Hungary were an innocent victim and they were not part of it, and they didn't have any involvement, and they weren't collaborators, which is very far from the truth. So rather than being victims, Hungarian government, they were fully in bed with the Germans. Basically, they were part of the Axis powers from 1940. They passed anti-Semitic laws. They were received with open arms, with bouquets, not protests. It was just, they were extreme collaborators, and you know, over 500,000 Jews in 1944 from Hungary were taken to death camps. So it's been protested significantly, and there's actually a memorial on the floor with barbed wire and pictures, and gives you information about why this is so controversial, but also pictures and suitcases and other imagery of the Holocaust, which actually commemorates the victims.
layman terms in case in the edit it comes up a bit confusing. Basically, the memorial commemorates Hungarian people being victims, like the whole country of Hungary being victims of Nazi occupation, whereas as a whole, Hungary was very supportive of the Nazis. They were one of the first countries in 1920 to support their anti-Semitic laws and all of that. So it commemorates the Nazi supporters instead of the people that were actually persecuted by the Nazis.
And that's what you get from almost far-right authoritarian leaders trying to instill their will on the past.
Yeah.
Very good.
And you may think, oh, it was a memorial from ages ago. It's 2014 that was the thing.
Yeah. So here is a memorial to victims of the Holocaust on the Danube bank. It's in memory of Jews who were shot between 1944, in the winter of 1944 and 1945 by the Hungarian Arrow Cross, which were a fascist party at the time. This was one of the preferred methods of killing Jews in Budapest during that time, because the bodies would just float upstream. It's pretty moving. It's a far more important and accurate memorial, and done very nicely.
Okay, so we were just on our way home and we've come across the site of the Jewish ghetto that was here during the Second World War. In some cities you go and you can go inside the ghetto. It's not like that, I think, now. And they still have a big Jewish community living inside, which was what it was originally, but not like, you know, they were forced there, but then it got turned into a ghetto. So now on the outside of the area they have this wall to commemorate it. And there's also this, so you can still see inside how it was if you just come to so this outlines where the ghetto was, and it had, is it 10,000 people living in here?
Yeah.
So they had 10,000 people squeezed into this one area, so it was an average of 14 people to a room, and they were at risk of the Nazis and the Hungarian cross arrows.
Arrow cross.
Oh, and the Hungarian arrow cross. Sorry, I made a mistake. There were 70,000 people squished into this one space. 10,000 of them people were killed.
Next on the list, Central Market. It's basically like food stalls and markets, and it's very nice. But more importantly, canal.
Oh wow. Which is completely free, is heading to the middle of the Danube. There is an island called Margaret or Margaret Island, and it's just meant to be a really nice spot to hang out. It's a park and everything, so we're currently on our way.
Watching the sunset on Tennessee hills. I wish I could capture it, I never will. 'Cause I'm not a painter, can't stay in the lines. Just sitting here sipping on dandelion wine.
So every hour from 11 till 9 o'clock at night, they have a fountain show here on St. Margaret's Island. Or is it called Margarita Island? Margaret's Island? We're not sure. But, when they don't have the fountain show, the fountain's just going off anyway, so it's very worthwhile. I've got some bangers as well.
Yeah, you can...
Had, what was it? Feeling Good. So.
That was the best one, that was the most in tune to the music, but you can have a look which are your favourite songs and come for that show, and it's obviously free, and there it is, just chilling. I would recommend that if you were to come onto this island, you bring a drink, because even though it's not far from the city or anything, because there's not as many cafes on here, drinks are a bit more expensive. We paid £2.50 for a Fanta. Got lovely places to tan. Where are we going?
So we're going to the mini zoo in Margaret Island, and it's free.
Let's go!
Patterns and flowers we can't quite see. You can spend your life guessing or look for the signs. Sit back and sip on that dandelion wine. All my life I've known.
So we went to the zoo. It was good that it was free because it wasn't the best zoo in the world, but they do rescue like small animals, hedgehogs and that kind of thing, and rehabilitate them if they're injured, so that's good. But
Not the best.
if you're here, go have a look around, but don't go out of your way to come to the zoo.
Don't come here just.
Yeah. But we did see a funny looking chicken, which I'm going to show you now, because we're going to walk back around to see it. The ponies were odd.
Oh, Welsh ponies, well, they must have done something to them because they were just standing in a corner with their heads like
What I would say about this island is if you're in Budapest and you're like, it's a lovely day for a picnic, this is where you should come
100%.
for your picnic, definitely. That's my review of the island. Definitely worth a visit.
Definitely, really nice. So we've been on the island for pretty much an hour exactly. So now it's just going to start up again and we're going to hear new songs and see a new show. It's great. And I got an ice cream.
So Rhys, where are we going for tonight's activity?
Going for a cruise on the Danube.
A cruise on the Danube?
A cruise on the Danube. It's just about to turn sunset in about 45 minutes, and that's exactly when our boat starts, so it should be very, very pretty.
Rhys loves twilight over sunset, yeah. So we're board just as the sun sets, and then the cruise will be in twilight.
Sounds absolutely perfect to me.
This is how it's looking right now.
Very pretty.
Yep, I just saw someone else do it.
So this is an hour cruise. They have about 4 times from 6 till 9.
10 o'clock,
oh, no,
bang on 10.
10 o'clock as well.
Yeah.
So from 6 till 10. You get a welcome drink as well. And it was £9 per person with Get Your Guide. Well, actually, we'll probably put our, who are we with?
Viator. We'll probably find the equivalent on Viator for the link in the description if you want to book it yourself.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come, my darling, let me help you. We can follow the sun and leave the rain for somebody else. Let's help ourselves, leave our troubles on the shelf. Don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise.
You are free to use the toilets, but please be aware that they will be closed.
All the sidewalks and the highways, they will turn into dust as Mother Nature covers over every street we take, and leave the way for somebody else to help themselves, leave their troubles on the shelf. So don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise.
We think 8:45 in summer, best time to do it.
Perfect time, but check the time if you're not in summer.
Yeah, if you're not in summer, just check when sunset is and then just try and go around when sunset is. And Budapest at night is absolutely incredible. So, we very much recommend. We had a great time. Also, if it's raining, it doesn't matter. There's an inside bit upstairs and downstairs, so you can do it in all weathers, but we really recommend.
And the final thing we were going to do here in Budapest was, of course, the baths. However, we have been looking into it and we've been umming and ahhing about it the whole time we've been here. We really want to go. We love water, we love pools, we love that kind of thing, but it is so expensive. And I think the verdict is
we're gonna save our money.
Yeah. From doing the Googling, it would be 30 to 40 quid to get in, and then per person. And then I've just been reading reviews where they say we don't have a towel, so to hire a towel and flip-flops would be €30 per person again. And it just seems a lot of money. They're also thermal and it's 30 degrees outside.
I don't want to go in.
So I guess that is the end of our Budapest journey.
Unless we do something else.
I don't think we're going to.
Tram tour?
We might go on the... it's not the end. There's one more thing coming. Okay, our final activity that we're going to show you in Budapest may seem a bit weird, but I promise it was featured in a few Lonely Planet books that we have, so we haven't just made it up as like a cheap thing to do. We are going on what is named one of the most beautiful tram rides in the world.
The number 2 tram.
Let's go. that's it for our time here in Budapest. Wait.
Actually, our time, that's gone.
What do you mean?
Because before we tried to end it and actually there was something else.
Oh yeah, true.
It's the end now.
That's the end of Budapest, but would it be an ordinary adventurous trip if we were flying to a country and then just sticking to one country and flying home?
Nah, it wouldn't, would it?
Would it be an ordinary adventurous trip if we weren't getting a late night bus to afford to be able to skip on paying for our accommodation, which meant we just spent hours sat in an open shop just killing time, not really buying anything until our bus came?
No, it wouldn't.
Would it be an ordinary adventurous trip without an overnight bus?
No, it wouldn't.
So we're getting an overnight bus to Prague and we've just spent hours in Starbucks waiting for our bus. And now it is time to take the journey to Budapest Nepaljet, and we'll see you in the next video where we'll be in Prague.
Goodbye.
See you then.
See you next time.